Hey guys, it's Dean. Welcome to Manflow Yoga. You're about to watch a special routine taken directly from my brand new book, Yoga for Athletes, now available for pre-order and shipping out on December 14th. I hope you'll purchase a book. I know you're going to love it. And if you want more free videos like this that you won't see here on YouTube or anywhere else publicly, you can join my VIP athlete list for free at manflowyoga.com/VIP-athlete. I hope you enjoyed the workout. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoy it and subscribe to Manflow Yoga so you don't miss out on future videos. Hey guys, it's Dean. Welcome to Manflow Yoga. This workout is from my book, Yoga for Athletes, and it's called Total Core Strength. It's a 10-minute routine, beginner friendly. Do your best, follow along. Here we go. We're gonna get started on the ground with a bridge pose. So you're going to bring your feet in toward your butt, press down through your feet, tighten your abs, squeeze your butt, and then lift your hips off the floor. This is a core strength and hip strength exercise, focusing on your glutes, focusing on your core. It's also a nice restorative posture for your spine. So you're gonna press down through your feet, use your feet to pull your hips forward, to kind of pull your body forward, feeling your hamstrings and your glutes activate. And then hug your hips toward one another like you're holding something between your butt cheeks. And that's going to help you engage your glutes. As you're doing this, you want to think reaching or kind of lengthening your tailbone toward your knees and then squeezing your abs just like you would for a plank. You can keep your arms along your sides and palms facing up. You got one more breath to go here. And then go ahead and release your hips down. Take a quick break, 5 seconds, and we're gonna go straight into a single leg bridge. So same thing, but we're gonna extend the right leg forward. So press down through the feet, lift the hips, and then keeping your left foot planted, hips level, extend your right leg out. Keep the foot hovering about a foot off the ground. Check in with your hips. Make sure that your hips are level, that your right hip isn't dipping. And then again, double down on that hip engagement, hugging your heel toward your hips, kind of pulling your body forward and then driving down through that front foot. We're here for a total of 45 seconds. You're about halfway through. To make this more challenging, you can press and lift your hips higher. Just make sure that you're not arching your back. Our focus here is on getting the glutes engaged, getting those muscles working so that we can take that strain out of your back. One more breath here, and then we're gonna switch sides. And then switch sides, plant your right foot, extend your left leg out. Left foot is about a foot off the ground. Press down hard through your right foot, pressing down through the toes, the heel, the ball mound of the foot, all four corners of the feet. The more you can press your feet into the ground, the better connection you have with the ground, the more you're going to feel that in your hips and your core. Keep that left hip at the same level as your right hip. You can keep your head, your neck, and your arms relaxed on the ground. And you've got just one more breath here. And then go ahead and plant your left foot, release your hips down. All right, from here we're gonna sit up and take it into a boat pose. So this is a challenging exercise. We're gonna do it for 60 seconds. Take a break as needed. So you're going to start sitting as upright as you can, sitting kind of slightly forward onto your hips. Start with your knees bent. Bring your shoulder blades down and back. Lift your chest up toward the ceiling. And then using the strength of your hip flexors and your core, hover your feet off the ground. Bring your shins parallel to the floor. You want to have a straight line from your hips to your ankles, and your legs should be parallel to one another. Think about lifting your thighs. Your knees are going to go up. The shins are going to stay level to the parallel to the floor for now, and then bring your arms out in front of you and continue to lift your chest. As you get stronger here, as you become more mobile, you can work on extending your legs out. Just make sure that you Keep your back flat here, and you continue to lift up through the chest and feeling this in your hip flexors and in your core. One more breath here. All right, and then release, come into a seated position. We're gonna do a seated twist. Bring your right leg straight out, cross your left foot over your right foot, or your right knee, and then bring your right elbow outside your left knee. Pick your chest up as you inhale, so get really nice and tall. And then as you exhale, twist toward your left. Again, this is a seated twist exercise, so it is a mobility exercise for your spine, but we also want to work on strengthening your hips and your core here. So do your best to use your core strength and your hip strength to stay upright. So not just relying on the arms. One more breath. All right, then we'll switch sides. So left leg comes out, cross your right foot over your left knee, sit up nice and tall. And as you exhale, twist toward the right. You're gonna bring your right hand behind your lower back, left elbow comes across the knee, just providing a little bit of movement there, or a little bit of pressure, elbow to knee to help twist. Mostly you wanna be using your core strength and your hip strength to stay upright here. So as you inhale, top of the head presses up. We wanna always reinforce that length, getting tall, and then as you exhale, you can go deeper into the twist. Feel free to play around with your breathing here. You can hold your breath at the top of the inhale or at the bottom of the exhale to kind of change how this stretch works. Last exhale. All right, back to the middle, and then from here, we're gonna go into a side plank. So plant your right forearm. You can start with your feet staggered if you want. Drive your hips up toward the ceiling. Keep your hips facing toward the outside. Make sure that you're not turning your hips to face up. If you want to make this more challenging, you can stack your feet on top of one another. And if you want to make it even more challenging, you can extend your left arm up and lift or abduct your left foot away from your right foot. This is going to be challenging to do. You might not be able to do this for a full 45 seconds. You can take a little break by resting the foot back on top of that other leg, or don't take the break and continue to drive the hips up and lift that leg up as well. Last 10 seconds. Drive the hips up. This one's really, really good for your obliques and core strength. And then release, and we'll switch sides. 45 seconds, other side, so plant the left forearm. You can stagger your feet again. If you want, you can also bring your knees down to the floor for a little bit of an easier modification. Keep your hips facing toward the outside, don't let them face up. Lift your obliques away from the floor. So you want to drive that top hip up toward the ceiling as much as you can, and then extend your right arm up. You got about 45 seconds here total. Continue to breathe in and out of your nose. And you want to feel your weight here in your upper back. You shouldn't feel like the weight is in the front of your shoulder. This is also a really good exercise for your upper back. Keep in mind you've got those other variations. You can lift the leg or keep the leg stacked. One more breath. And then release. All right, here we're gonna go into a bird dog. This is a really great exercise for core stability. Plant your hands in a tabletop position, hands under your shoulders, knees under hips. Bring your left arm straight out, thumb facing up, and then belly button lifting up, hips staying the same. Press your right leg straight back, flex your right toes toward your shin, and hold here for 30 seconds. To make this more intense, you can hug your right hand and your left knee toward one another. You can also continue to squeeze the left arm up to work on your shoulder mobility here too. But mostly focused on this core stability, this core strength. One more breath here. And then we'll switch sides. Lower the left hand, the right knee, without moving the hips. Bring the right arm out. Bring the left leg straight back, press your left heel away from you, reach the right arm forward, and then squeeze your thumb up, hug your left hand and your right knee toward one another. Belly button lifts up toward your lower back. So you should really feel your abs shaking here. You want to feel your core engaging. Shouldn't feel any discomfort in your low back. If you do, double down on that core engagement. Make sure your back is flat and not rounded or significantly arched. Breathe in and out of your nose. One more breath here. And then release your hand, release the knee. From here, we're going to stand up, take it into a standing side bend. So toes touch, heels an inch apart. Bring your arms overhead, interlace your fingers. And as you exhale, lean toward your right. Press your hips toward the left. 30 seconds here. What's going to make this a really challenging core exercise is continuing to maintain height through your body. So really press the fingers up. Try to make your body as long as you can. And as you exhale, you can go deeper into this. But again, maintaining strength. You're also going to feel some stretching through the left side of your body. Firm up your thighs. Press down through your feet. You've got one more breath here. And then back to the middle. Inhale. As you exhale, switch sides. Press your hips toward the right. Reach up and over toward the left. Stay tall. Squeeze your arms back. As you inhale, you want to feel your abdominal area expand. You should be able to feel from your waist or from the base of your spine all the way up to your ribs, opening as you inhale. And also feeling that stretching through the right side of the body. One more breath here. Back to the middle. From here into a standing back bend. So keep your feet the same. Squeeze your arms back. Lift your chest up. 30 seconds here. Pull your chin in toward your throat. Keep your neck nice and long. Push the top of your head up and back, away from your shoulders. Squeeze your arms back. Lift your chest up. So we've got a lot of core stability going on here. You should feel shaking, but also feeling a nice strong back bend. No pinching through the neck. Keep the neck long. One more breath. All right, and then release the hands. One balancing pose in this routine, tree pose. Really good for balance, also really good for core strength. Stand on your right foot, press your left foot either into the shin or above the knee. Don't push into the knee. Turn your left knee to face out. Keep pressing down through your right foot. Drive your hips forward, squeezing your glutes. Go ahead and look at a non-moving point straight in front of you and lift your arms up into Y arms. Make sure the hips stay squared forward here. You're staying active through your standing leg. Micro bend to the knee, so make sure you don't lock it out and get lazy there. Keep your quadriceps engaged, squeezing your thigh. And you're here for a total of 45 seconds. So it's a little over 4 breaths. We try to do a 10-second breath. That's what I aim for when I'm doing these routines. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Might take you some time to build up to that. Continue to focus on that non-moving point. If you fall out of it, just slowly get back into it. One more breath. And then release. Switch sides, stand on your left foot, press your right foot into your left shin. Keep your hips squared forward. Turn your right knee to face out. You're going to feel your glutes engage as you do that. And then again, drive the hips forward, squeezing your glutes. Reach your tailbone down, squeeze your abs. You want to feel really active through your hips, your core, and extend your arms into the Y. If you notice, I'm wobbly a little bit here. Focus on that non-moving point. And if you wobble, that's a good thing. Your ankles that just means that you're working in this pose. Your ankles have to adapt to those little changes, and that's going to help make your ankles stronger. Make sure your breathing is controlled. As you inhale, fill up through your abdominal area. And as you exhale, squeeze it. Squeeze all that air out, pulling your belly button toward your low back. One more breath. And then release. Okay, got one more pose. Take it down to the ground for Cobra. Lay flat on your chest. Extend your legs backward. Point the toes. Press your feet into the floor. And then use your hands to pull your body up. Pull, not push. Squeeze your elbows down toward your hips and in toward the sides. And holding here for 45 seconds. Do your best to breathe in and out of your nose. You're breathing. If you're pushing it yourself, your breathing will be labored, and that's okay. But do your best to maintain control over your breathing. Pull your chin in toward your throat. Pull your neck back. And make sure you're using your hips, thighs, and core to support your back. Your knees should be lifted off the floor. Thighs should be fully engaged, hugging toward one another. And your core tight, just like you'd have it in a plank to protect your back. You've got 10 more seconds here. Again, this is a core workout, so focus on your abs, even though it feels like it's all in the back. And release. If you enjoyed that workout, you can get 2 more of these for free that you won't see here publicly on YouTube or anywhere else when you sign up to become a Yoga for Athlete VIP at manflowyoga.com/VIP-athlete. Again, it's totally free to sign up. This just gets you access to more routines from the book. And if you haven't already purchased the book, please consider purchasing Yoga for Athletes, now available for pre-order and shipping out on December 14th. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like it if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to Manful Yoga if you haven't already. We put great videos out every week. I'll see you on the next video.